Hello everyone, Farah Hanoun here, and I'm joined by Yancy Medeiros, who takes on Gregor Gillespie at UFC Brooklyn on January 19th. Yancy, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Just enjoying my day in Hawaii. Nah, things can't get any better. Just staying ready and getting better for this fight, January 19th.
And you found your car. You said you were driving by and saw two kids in your car. Tell me what happened.
um, so what happened was, Christmas morning, I woke up and I was driving to practice,
Yeah.
and my girl calls me. She's like, "Oh, our car's stolen," and I'm like, "What? Like, this doesn't happen to me." Like this kind of stuff doesn't happen to me. But I'm like, hey, you know what? I'll call the authorities. I'll post it out on social media. I'll call the guys that I know that just who I know that can try and give me some names. And I just went about my day, and just so funny. I was headed. I spent Christmas with my family, my daughter, and everything. And I was headed to my second practice, and someone on Instagram just randomly texted me and was like, "Hey man, is this your car?" And just so happened the car was like in the area, in the city I was in. So I started searching all over for the car, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, you know what? Everybody knows about it. This is Hawaii. It's gonna be found. It's gonna pop up somewhere. This is in a small island, an overpopulated small island. Someone's gonna see it. So I finally gave up on the car search, and I'm headed to practice. And right when I'm headed to practice, the car is coming down I'm going up the road, and my car is coming down the road. And there's two freaking teenage kids in there. And I end up pretty much chasing these kids down the road, shaking them up, making them pull over in the median of the highway, and making them get out of the car. And pretty much, yeah, I just told them to get out of my car. And I just found out that they bought it from someone that stole it from my apartment. So it's bigger than what it was. It wasn't just Grand Theft Auto. Someone actually went into my apartment and and grabbed our spare keys for our cars and stole it like that. So we're still trying to figure out what's happening on that end, because the kid got detained, but he wasn't the one that stole the car. He's the one that bought the stolen car. So we're still trying to find out who the stealer is.
That's crazy because this is pretty dangerous. Like this could have gone down much worse. So I'm assuming when they stole it, nobody was in the house, but this could have gone down in a much worse way. God forbid. Right?
Oh, most
Yeah.
most definitely. I'm very very fortunate that nothing escalated from this situation. It's just the insecurity that it created in the apartment, and we had to change all our locks because someone didn't break into our house. Someone actually went in with our key, and now we're trying to press the management because that's how they got it. Like nothing was tampered with. Our windows, our doors, everything was all good, and only our spare keys was missing in the house. And so we're just like, we're just puzzled. And I'm in camp and I'm staying focused and positive, and everything's all good. It's just this is an unfortunate event that happened, but it didn't detour anything. I mean, in the end, everyone came out safe. Everyone's good. We had a great Christmas, and everything progressed after that day, and nothing has depleted or decreased since then. We just wanna find more out, but I got priorities and responsibilities to take care of, and I'm gonna settle all my personal problems after 19th.
Of course, I mean, this is the last thing you want to be kind of distracted with when you have a big fight coming up. But like, this is still an ongoing investigation right now.
Yes, it's still an ongoing investigation with who burglarized the house. And the thing is, it's just I'm a firm believer that shit doesn't happen to me. Shit just happens. And we all gotta know how to take our we all have to know how to roll with the punches and capitalize on the situation and opportunities when it presents itself in and outside that octagon. And yes, this is an unfortunate event that happened, but it didn't detour or derail me from what I need to be doing on January 19th.
Well, that's a great positive outlook, of course, and I'm glad your family and you are okay, of course. And like I said, it's not kind of the distraction that you want right before your fight, but you do have a big fight. You do have a big fight coming up in 11 days to be exact, and you're dropping down to lightweight to take on back down to lightweight, I should say, to take on Gregor Gillespie. First of all, tell
Yes.
me what prompted you to make the decision to move back down to 155.
My injury in July 7th.
Uh-huh.
My injury really made me. It wasn't necessarily making the weight. It was necessarily. It put me in a. It put me in a. I had a lot of expectations to fight Perry.
Yeah.
You know, not in him, but for myself. I feel like, I train with the best people in Hawaii. Max Holloway is one of my main sparring partners, and we train pretty much. We see each other every day in every aspect of all our gyms. We have the same coaches, pretty much the same system of getting better and being optimal. And just my biggest fault is my emotions and my patience. And I feel like that's why I lost to Cerrone. I don't feel like Cerrone was a better fighter. I felt like he was just more patient with the outcome, and that's why the outcome was the way it was. I believe that, like I said, I got Max Holloway, I got Martin Day, Maki Pitolo, Loin Tainanis. These are all great. I have a bunch of other names, but these are all great sparring partners and brothers that all are there for me to make me better. We don't compete. We're at this level where we don't compete with each other. We challenge each other. So when you compete with someone, you're trying to beat them. When you're challenging someone, you're trying to make them better, and you're trying to be the best yourself. And we're at that. We have that formula here. Hawaii's found that formula, and the Hawaiian wave continues.
Definitely, and of course you mentioned Max Holloway, who's one of your main training partners. He's coming off another fantastic performance. He's gone through a lot, and I'm sure you know more about it than just about anyone. Just how hard was it for him to overcome all that, and how proud were you to see him prevail and perform like that? Because there were so many people doubting him in his fight against Ortiz.
Oh man, I mean, the whole thing was just me being happy because they don't know the process.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody has opinions. Everyone's gonna be a critic, but if you ain't there, you don't know. And I was there from the get, and I was following Max, and we've just been training. We were getting better and better and better after every moment, especially after my injury in July. I was like, what do I need to work on to make me an optimal human being? And I was like, I need to work on myself. I need to work on my patience. I need to work on everything that I needed to work on. And after I got injured, I was like, dang, this is a test of patience. This is a test of emotions. And September, October came around, and I just stuck to it. Like I said, I didn't get bitter. I got better, and I just got optimal. I've been in top shape. I've been in the best shape of my life, but I've never felt like this, optimal. And when you're optimal, you don't have a level. You only have a line that goes up, and you go up, 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 and it's how far you want to take it. So I've just been getting better and better and better ever since my injury.
And yeah, you mentioned your injury because, of course, you mentioned you were going to, of course, fight Mike Perry in July, UFC 226. Unfortunately, you had to pull out because of a rib injury. But if you run me through a timeline, when were you healthy and ready to go? Because I know it's been a year since you've last competed. But when were you ready and fully healthy, training?
I was ready, pretty fully healthy in about 8 weeks out afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I still had some kinks and whatnot in my ribs, but other than that, in about September, I was ready for anything. And I really, really, really wanted to get on Max's card, but that didn't fall through. So I just stayed ready. I stayed ready, and then I say, in the middle of December, they gave me the notice. 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 4.5 weeks out or whatnot. They gave me a notice, and I didn't even hesitate. I was like, whoever, right? Who am I? I'm going back down. What happened was I was training at 170, and everything was just, I got right. I started training back. I evolved backwards. I went back to the jungle, and I'm as guerrilla training. I've been training the best, the most optimal way I could, and I mean, you've seen Max's performance. You've seen how he is, and he has his own style, and I have mine. But the composure he brings in there is the same type of composure that I put in when I'm is the same type of composure that I'm putting in to my training, the same type of mentality. We might have different styles, but we both challenge each other where we make each other better. And I'm excited. I'm excited, man. I ain't got no cut. I'm 9 pounds out already. So I ain't even cutting to 155. Your boy is here. And yeah, that's what happened. In October, I was training, and I was like, I'm getting no notice, whatever. I'm going to go 155. It's way more stacked there. I was already walking 175, and it's I was like, how am I not going to go to 155 now? I might even go to 145 if I can walk. I'm walking at 165 naturally, waking up at that right now. And it's just
Yeah.
me and Max. We're the same structure. We're the same. Like we have the same body structure when it comes to size wise. He's taller than me. He's actually taller than me, and he's a bit. And his structure is just like mine. His frame and everything is big on that aspect. But we make it work, man. We found our formula. We found it, man, and the Hawaiian wave continues.
And I was gonna ask you because now you're saying you were walking around at 165. Is this something you lowered your walk around weight, or is this like was your walk around weight like did you not even have to cut that much when you were fighting at welterweight?
Nah, I used to walk around at 195. You know,
Okay.
and just like I said, I'm a gorilla, weak like a gorilla. What do gorillas eat?
Bananas.
Plants, and that's all I eat. And that's why, right? When a gorilla goes and fights another gorilla, you think he cares about what weight that gorilla is? No, because that gorilla is optimal and he's ready to beef and battle and be and take on whatever gorilla comes his way. And that's the thing, though. Gillespie ain't fighting a man. He's wrestled men. He's fought men, but he ain't ever fought on gorilla, and he's gonna see that January 19th.
I love it, and it's because I had a lot of these like weight questions in my head, and you're kind of answering them before I asked them, and it's great because I'm sure that's something that people were thinking. I'm like, it's been like 3 years, I think, almost 3 years since you've last fought at lightweight, and people always worry about the whole weight cut thing, and you sound more than ready. Tell me that you're already 9-10 pounds, which is incredible and very comforting to hear, of course, because this is a big fight, high billing. Let's talk about Gregor Gillespie. Honestly, when you say you were going to move down to 55, he's probably the last person I would have matched you up with just because on paper, I know you've got a very underrated ground game. On paper, striker versus wrestler, but was he the first name thrown at you, and were you surprised when they gave you Gregor Gillespie?
I honestly didn't care who they gave me. I was going to say yes to any name. It could have been Tony Ferguson if it was that way. But I know that I was moving down in weight class, and who am I to go and call out anybody? You know what I mean? I didn't build anything. All those, I understand. People work hard to get placements into where they need to be in their career. I get that. So I wasn't calling out anybody, but I was calling out everybody. You know, I'm down to fight, and it's my year. 2018 was a very challenging year for me, and it didn't break me. It built me, and it made me a way more optimal human being. I mean, I can't even describe how healthy I am now, mentally, physically, spiritually. I'm on a whole different tier, and everyone's seen the worst of Yancy Medeiros, and now they're gonna see the best Yancy Medeiros. Like I said, I train with one of the best fighters in the world, and I keep my composure, my emotions, and my patience in check. Why am I not doing that under the lights? You're gonna see that January 19th.
Wow, I love this. And because what I do is before I interview someone, what I do is I kind of pump myself up by watching, and it's very easy with you because you've been through some phenomenal wars and stuff. So I was watching your fight with Cowboy Oliveira, so I pump myself up like watching your fights and just kind of getting in the zone, and I'm listening to you speak. It's almost like you're channeling what I just watched, and it's incredible.
Oh man, it's just like I said, this is my time. I've never felt, like I've said, I felt in great shape. I felt the best I ever felt, but I've never felt optimal like this. I've never felt like this in my life, and I'm so happy how I'm feeling right now. Nothing is gonna take this swell away when this wave comes.
Nice. And your fight is pretty high billing on the card. The first ESPN show. Does that mean anything at all to you, being part of history in that regard?
I mean, for the most part, I'm all about representing, and ESPN is the upper echelon of sports, right? Everybody knows around the world what ESPN is. That's sports, period. That's all you think of when you think of ESPN. And now that we're on this tier of sports, like, it's all about representation and building my brand. I'm here to build my brand and represent Hawaii to the fullest. Right? Aloha comes in many ways, in a shaka, in a fist, in a hug, every way you can think of it. But it's all real and it's all organic. And I just like a gorilla. Gorillas ain't fake, brother. Organic, they're real. Everything's all good. And this is what I'm perpetuating. January 19th.
All right, Yancy, I really, really do appreciate your time. A couple more before I let you go. You're talking about Hawaiian MMA, and it has been on fire lately. We have the same conversation every time. We saw Bellator go to Hawaii. Do you think there's now more hope for us to see a UFC Hawaii? Are we getting closer?
I mean, how can UFC not bring this to Hawaii? I mean, look at the champ.
Yeah.
Look at the champ. You know what I mean? You're denying this thing. And you know what? We gain, as Hawaii fighters, we gain nothing out of them coming here. We just want to give back. You know, we got all our fans that come up, that fly out all the way to Canada, Brazil. They fly everywhere for us. All we want to do is give back. Everything about Hawaii is giving back. When we get, we give. When we learn, we teach. That's Hawaiian culture. That's the meaning of aloha. So the support is so appreciated. I get chicken skin talking about this because I don't just see the support, I feel it. And when I'm in that cage and that camera's in front of me, I got nothing but support because I support the supporters, and they're gonna see that every time I step into that octagon. They're gonna see the best Yancy Medeiros yet because everything has just been better tenfold.
For sure, and like I don't know what the holdup is. I mean, I hope Bellator going to Hawaii is gonna. I know they don't usually do things hand in hand, Bellator and the UFC, but it showed like we saw how successful that event was, and I just hope that it kind of showed people how like realistic, like it happened, like it has to happen.
No, it has to happen. I mean, we just want to give back. You know what I mean? It's just I know it's a money ordeal and all this, but UFC is a multi-billionaire company. They can make this happen. I know they can make this happen, and we're just gonna keep pushing it because once I start building my brand and I just keep winning, and I'm up there with Max, they can't deny the wave, and this wave is gonna push an octagon all the way to the Aloha Stadium if that's what we gotta do. We push it on a surfboard with us. That's the plan. You know, we don't get better. We don't get bitter. We get better, and we always stay positive because we got nothing else to do. We live on an island. How can we be mad? A tropical island with beautiful skies, beautiful beach, beautiful people. It's always going to be good vibes here, and we just want to give back to the people. So I'm gonna keep winning, whether or not it's in Hawaii. I'm gonna keep winning, and we're eventually gonna get it there. Why have doubts? Why have doubts about it? Only think positive, because whether or not it comes, I'm still gonna represent in that octagon. And I just know that if I keep that energy, I keep that coming, good things come. Good things always come to you. And regardless, I'm always going to represent Hawaii, near or far.
100%. And like anyone's going to be mad that they have to go to Hawaii to cover an event. Right?
Exactly, right? I'm like, hey, come choose me. You guys want a free fight? If they got a fight in Hawaii, I'd be like, yeah, fight me. You guys can get a free ticket to Hawaii, go vacation, everything, right? That's the perfect feeder. Who wants to come travel to Hawaii, beat someone up, and have a vacation after, right?
Exactly.
Come on down, bro. I'm a hugger. I'll accept it all. Bring it.
All right, Yancy. Last one before I let you go. How do you see your fight with Gregor going down? Do you envision? Do you have a prediction? How do you get the job done?
I'd say my prediction is you see the best Yancy Medeiros out there. You know, I always look for a finish every time, but now I know my emotions and my patience is intact. And just like you seen how Max was in his fight, you're going to see the style of Yancy in my fight. I'm not saying I fight like Max, but I'm saying that he's my main partner, and he's my main sparring partner, and I don't look like that. You know, I didn't look like I didn't get bossed up like that with Brian. You know, we're great. We don't compete with each other. We challenge each other. So every day we're just getting better. There's never, he's better than me, I'm better than him. It's what can he do to make me better, and what can I do to make him better. There's no ego. We leave that shit at the door. And we've come to that system, that formula, and it's just great. It's great. It's healthy. It's healthy. Everything. I was all about good vibes before. Now I'm all about healthy vibes, because sometimes healthy isn't something you want, but it's definitely something you need.
Awesome. Well, Yancy, you've got me even more pumped up about this. I can see how pumped up you are. And guys, you can catch Yancy Medeiros on January 19th when he takes on Gregor Gillespie at UFC Brooklyn on ESPN +1. So subscribe now. Yancy always brings it, and he's pumped up. You don't want to miss this one. Yancy, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck.
Thank you so much, man. The world has seen the worst of Yancy Medeiros. Now you're going to see the best Yancy Medeiros.
I love it, and I can't wait. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes. Aloha. You too. Thank you for the call.
Absolutely.